Today's episode is powered by my sponsor Elgato Gaming and the HD60S. With beautiful, crispy 1080p 60 FPS capture, this is exactly what I use to record the Road to Glory videos. I would definitely recommend this to all aspiring content creators out there. You can check the link down below in the description to my Elgato profile page. Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 218 today. And like I've just said in the pre-roll before this video, today's episode is powered by my sponsor Elgato Gaming. And make sure you check out my Twitter down below in the description, because we're currentently giving away one of those beautiful HD60S capture cards. So getting on in to today's episode then. I just completed the Arsenal League SBC thingy majiggy. From that, well, we get a good pack. So I've been doing a lot of this stuff in the background, right? And you won't see any of it unless I go ahead and get a good pack. And this is the first one in a long time where we get a pretty sick one. An 87 rated man of the match. It is James Forrest, who is starting to look unbelievably good stats-wise on this game. He actually genuinely is. I've got the 86 version in red, so I was always just going to go ahead and sell this boy anyway, but like, he kind of looks nuts. He actually does. 97 pace, 88 dribbling, 86 shooting, 85 passing. I mean, yeah, we start off with an 87 rated man of the match pool. I'm sure that's worth a thumbs up to you guys. If you are interested in supporting the series, the Road to Glory, then do me a massive favour, smash that thumbs up button. Let's aim for 2,000 likes on today's episode. Thank you in advance. So as you can see, Forrest sells for 40,000. I was actually surprised that that was as low as his price was. I thought maybe we'd get 60k from him or something, but you know, perhaps a lot of people are opening packs right now. So when it comes to this League SBC stuff in the background, you can see where I'm at. Currently, I'm about 70k or so, 65, 70k below the coin balance that we actually started with. Now, you can also see just how many of the League SBCs that we've completed, like the squads within them. We haven't actually fully completed a whole one yet, but we're quite a ways there, you know. Also, to top it off, you know, although it looks like we're down in coins right now, we're actually up about 1,000 players in our club. Also, we're up about 50 squad fitnesses in our club as well. So there's value there, and about 700 individual player fitnesses as well. So we've definitely started to stock the club up. And we go on into the rest of our weekend league experience today. And yeah, you can see that stuff in the background whilst I just keep you up to date with the League SBC stuff. Now, so it may seem like we're down at the moment, and we are, in fact, in terms of coins, down at the moment. Like I said, nearly 70k's worth. But as an ongoing long-term grind, obviously, we've completed a whole bunch of teams for League SBCs, which is eventually going to pay out to players. You know, we're going to get players that are going to be useful for other SBCs. We might be able to work our way towards Ronaldinho or something. I don't know. But my club was stupidly empty at the start of this. Like, I had 500 players in the club, which is quite a low amount, really, because a lot of people have a lot more bronzes and a lot more silvers than me. So it has taken an awful lot of bronze pack grinding. I reckon we've opened, I don't even know how many coins worth of bronze pack methods we've opened. Knowing the stuff that we've sold and had a constant load of things selling in the club, oh, it's just nuts to think how many bronze packs I've opened in the last few days. But I'm at a point now, I'm getting close towards a point now. I've probably got to dump another 100,000 coins into bronze packs or something, so that you can then do the bronze upgrades and get the silver players and get the gold players from other SBCs and stuff. But I'm getting close to that point now where I think a lot of people who had a stock club to begin with are getting to, where you don't necessarily need to do that many bronze packs going forwards. A lot of it just repeats itself. Once you complete a club, you get another gold pack, you get lots of players from that, and that means you can complete another club, you get another pack, and it's just sort of like turnover after turnover of gold players and silver players from the packs that you get from League SBCs. So I'm kind of getting to that point now. I was able to actually tick off quite a few teams last night from different leagues worth of SBCs, and I've still got a few which I need to go over. Like, I haven't completed anything from the MLS yet, for example. Like, I just need to get the time. It's really taken a lot of time to try and complete a lot of these. So once I go through the MLS, maybe I'll have completed 3 teams and spent a few more K to get a couple players to finish them off. And once that's the case, we'll have another few packs. That's going to lead to us getting some more gold players. Maybe I then go back to the Prem and there's another 1 or 2 teams which I can now complete. And it's just that constant loop. So for that, all the questions that I've been getting on Twitter and stuff lately, that kind of helps to answer it. At the moment, yes, it looks as though I'm down in coins, but I genuinely think that with more and more time put into this, we're going to start seeing and reaping the rewards. And one time we are going to hit something big from a pack. I would hope so anyway. Like the odd James Forrest at 40k and like Iniesta at 37k or whatever it was are great, and they do help you to make profit and get into the green with this. But it's the one of the big players. You want to pack, like this week, you want to pack like a Champions League player or something. That would be awesome. So hopefully that happens. You know, we'll keep pushing on, and I'll keep doing that in the background, and I'll keep updating you with where we're at in terms of like how many teams are completed and stuff, how many players we've got in the club. And squad fitnesses is something which I typically over the last couple of months before the weekend league have had to go out and buy some. So I'd spend like 15k a week buying squad fitnesses, whereas right now I'm starting to sell them because I've got loads in the club, and I'm sure that number's only just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So if I can keep myself at a point where I've got 35 or 40 in the club, then we're good, and then I'll sell the rest, make good profit off of them from lazy buyers, and after that, you know, I've got loads of individual player fitnesses, which if I wasn't lazy, you know, I could sell all my squad fitnesses and just use the individual player fitnesses. I probably should, but I am a bit lazy in the weekend league. Sometimes I like to get out of a game, stick a squad fitness in, and go straight into the next one, rather than spending that extra 30 seconds applying an individual fitness card. I don't know. Anyway, we've won all of the games so far today, even without me really watching the screen and telling you what's going on, because I know for a fact we've won all them games today. We're up to like 10 wins, I think it is right now, and we go on into what is our 4th game of the day. Nice team. For some reason, whenever I come up against this Juan Mata, that Foot Birthday Willian, or the Team of the Year David Silva that came out as like an SBC or whatever, I just get worried because for some reason they're players that shouldn't really play good, but they definitely play good. Or maybe Willian's an exception. He should play good because of the stats and stuff that he's got. But yeah, that Mata always causes me problems, and so does Toty David Silva, where they're really not super meta, but they kind of just work. But I do go 1-0 up against this guy. He gets an equaliser with the 93 Hazard, which is still someone which I hate facing. Like, he's always been good this year on FIFA. And then Richarlison tries to win the header, but it pops back up in the air, and Pogba's there to rise higher than anyone else. And we get that 2-1 goal, that cheese goal right in the 45th minute or whatever, to give us the lead at half-time. Very, very even game, though. This one was potential loss, you know. It was one of those games where I thought I was going to end up just losing. Like, one of us was... It was going to be super close towards the end, and my opponent does get a goal back in the 60th minute. It just sort of dropped to Hazard, who plays it shortly across to Alan Shearer, prime icon moments, and he manages to score the goal. But take a look at that. You know, I've said it time and time again. If you can get a green-timed driven shot with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, those things just rifle into the roof of the net. And that was literally the difference in this game. Ended up coming away with the 3-2 win, pushing us up to 11 wins, I think it was, at that one. And then we matched this. And I'm like, oh... I nearly dashboarded straight away and was just like, why waste the time? But then I thought, you know what? We'll give it a go. See how long it takes until I'm 3-0 down, and then I'll pause and quit after that, just to see. However, we started this game fairly strong, and actually 21 minutes into it, we were able to pick the ball up here with Mbappe, get past Sergio Ramos, cut it back inside to Richarlison, and score a goal to go 1-0 up against the mega team. And then, I mean, like, you can see what happens here. I thought De Gea, I mean, it was a poor clearance and then awful clearances from me and just a sloppy goal to concede. But it was definitely all down to me just like putting it into his path. You know, when you're up against one of these mega squads, you get a little bit tetchy and you do the wrong things from time to time. And then they get the luck of the draw with a little goal like that. So suddenly... I'm 2-1 down after playing, at least matching this guy, and I think playing better than him, because, well, 1 was a rebound off the bar, and 2 was just sloppy defending, where I just gifted him an open goal. However, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, my absolute king, manages to get an equaliser, his first goal of the game. And then heartbreak is about to happen, because in the 85th minute, his Mateus scores again, and I'm 3-2 down. looks like we're down and out. We're going to lose this match when I really felt like I could have maybe won against this guy. However, we aren't down and out because Torreira plays it into Zlatan, and Zlatan gets the kickoff goal to make it 3-3, and we do push this one to extra time. Really even game. You can see it on the stats there. And then, well, into extra time we go, and, well, Mateus sticks in for his hat-trick and gets another goal. 111 minutes, 112 minutes on the clock, and I'm just like, oh, okay. However, once again, Zlatan doing work, he ends up bending a finesse into the top corner, and I'm like, I'm just getting kickoff goal after kickoff goal here. I feel very, very fortunate. However, I feel like I deserve to win this match. In the 118th minute, Virgil van Dijk rises higher than anyone else to put us 5-4 up against the mega squad. And look what happens. He just quits. And I'm like, what? I was so worried that he was just going to run up the other end with his Toty Ronaldo and score a kickoff goal. He didn't even take the kickoff goal to take this one to penalties. He just quit. But you can see at the end of that game, I think I deserved that win, and it felt so, so good to beat someone with a major squad like that. So, yeah, I felt like I was on my game when we were playing this. I actually beat that team, and I was, I don't know, buzzing about it. I really was. We go straight into another match, and this guy's got a crazy squad as well. Lots of icons, lots of great players. Whip that one in from a corner, in off the bar, well, it comes away from the bar, and then we whip it in again, and Aubameyang's there to rise higher than anyone else. He genuinely has been so good for me since we signed him early days in FIFA 19. He's just class. But I get 2 goals at that one as well, and we go 2-0 up after 22 minutes. So it's sort of like I'm getting the luck of the draw in this match right here, and then 3-0, Aubameyang sticks another header in from the corner, and obviously 3-0 is one of those scorelines where your opponent will often quit, and today that opponent says bye-bye. And, well, what are we up to now? I think that was that our 12th win? No, that was our 13th win. So we've gone from 7-4 to 13-4. And then we match up against this guy. I find it pretty funny that he's called his squad Hybrid 2. Well, it's just a bunch of icons, you know. It's like maybe there's a couple of leagues in there. There's a bunch of nations, but I don't know if you can class that one as a hybrid, mate. But I like the squad name anyway. It did make me chuckle a little bit. Take a look at the luck we get to get that first goal. Like, the bobbles and bounces were a little bit all over the place. But if there's one thing I've learned, is that my defenders absolutely love to let Andrei Shevchenko get through them and get past them. Something about this card, Prime Shevchenko, he makes incredible runs. And my Virgil van... I nearly called him Virgin van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk just can't control him. He can't latch on to those runs and defend it. I always concede to Shevchenko. But we get the 2-1 header just before half-time. It is Munier that rises higher than anyone else to get that one in. I don't know how, but we are 2-1 up. And then Socrates later on in the game manages to get a goal back. Like, I had just been absolutely peppering this guy's goal down the other end. Wasn't able to get the goal to seal this victory, and then he runs down and scores that. So super even game at the end of the match, like 55% possession for me, but it went all the way to penalties. I step up, I score my first one. He then has the longest run up in history with Paul Pogba, and he scores, which is a little bit silly because you can pretty much see where his head's going. I then miss my penalty, which sucks, so I'm now effectively losing. Oh no, I'm not. I'm drawing because I save it. Zlatan steps up, scores, advantage one lastly, but he evens it out with a goal from Shevchenko. Next up, we step up with Mbappe, score again. So once again, you know, we're doing all we can at this point. We've missed that one, but thankfully we saved one. And then he equalises as well. So this is going literally down to the wire. Pogba steps up, and at this point, I was literally going left, right with my stick. I don't care where it went, as long as it didn't go wide or whatever. Eventually, we save his final penalty. We win the match. And that right there, my friends, is our 14th win. So from going 7-4 and really stressing out in my last session, we just went 7-0 in the latter stages of my FUT Champs Weekend League to go 14-4 in total. So that's one of my better scores. I've gone 14-0 before. I've gone 14-1, 14-2, 14-3. But 14-4 is one of my better scores because a lot of the time we'll end up being 14-5, 14-6, 14-7, sometimes 14-8 or 9. So yeah, like it was it was an alright one, and I'm glad that we ended up going 7-0 on Sunday. I definitely clutch up on Sundays. I don't know whether it's easier because people are through their weekend league a little bit more and I've left it fairly late. But yeah, we clutched up today. And Mbappe with 193 contributions in like 140 games or something. He is insane. I really like him. But it might be soon time to say goodbye to him just because it would free up 1 million coins or so. Like, I noticed that his price is down about 300k from when we bought him. With Tots like a month away or so, I'm worried that he will just crash in price. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I need to be hoarding coins right now instead of having an 1 million coin Mbappe in my club. I don't know. We could always just put Nedved there because he plays central cam in the 4-1-2-1-2 now. But I don't know what to suggest. Maybe I'll sell him, maybe I won't. You'll have to just watch the episodes coming up to see what happens. But guys, that is today's episode. Do me a massive favor, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow the Twitter, follow the Insta. Those links are down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, everyone, and I will catch you next time. Peace.